All right, we're going to go and do our last lecture for the chapter, for now at least. Section 5.9 is on factoring trinomial squares. So this is something you already know how to do, and let's see if we can factor more quickly. Okay. So if we can identify the polynomial as a trinomial square, then we can factor it quickly. So we want to look at a trinomial, like x squared minus 10x plus 25, see if it's a trinomial square. So first we want to look at our constant term, that's the plus 25, and we want to know, is that a perfect square? So do you know what a perfect square is? A square root of a number n is a number that gives n for the answer when it is squared. So the square root of 25 comes out evenly. It comes out to 5. It is a perfect square. So we have that. Now we need to look at the minus 10x. And so if we have a 10, we need to know, is it twice the square root of 25? Yes, 10 is twice 5. The answer to both these questions is yes, we have a trinomial square. So we can follow a shortcut because, well, we're going to end up writing our answers as a quantity squared. So we need what number squared is 25, and that's 5. And then the sign in the middle is going to match the sign on the middle term. So if it's minus, it's going to be minus. If it's plus, it's going to be plus. So you want to think of, you can think of negative 5 is 1/2 of the middle term, negative 10. Basically, we're just trying to do the problems a little bit faster. Okay, so we're supposed to tell whether or not each of the following is a trinomial square. If it is, then transform it into the square of the binomial. Okay, so is 36 a perfect square? It is. What is the square root of 36? It's 6. Is 12 twice 6? It is. So it looks like we have a trinomial squared. So it's going to be something squared x. Since we have x squared, it's going to be x here. And then we want to take half of positive 12, which would be 6. So x plus 6 quantity squared should be x squared plus 12x plus 36. And of course, you can check your answers by foiling out and making sure you get the original question. Okay, x squared minus 20x plus 100 is the next example. Is 100 a perfect square? It is. The square root of 100 is 10. Okay, and then we want to know if we take 10 times 2, well, if we take 10 times a negative 2, we would get 20. So again, we have a yes. So we had a yes here, and we have a yes here. And so we're going to do a 10 as the square root of 100, and it has to be minus since we have a minus on the 20. So you have quantity of x minus 10 squared. And if you FOIL that out, you'll get x squared minus 20x plus 100. The last one is x squared plus 10x plus 64. The square root of 64 is 8. Okay, except 8 times 2 is 16, not 10. So no, this is not a trinomial squared because it's not going to factor into a binomial times itself like it did in the other two that were yes. One more. X squared minus 8x plus 15. 15 is not a perfect square. That's not a perfect square. So no, this is not going to work. It's not going to factor into a binomial times the same binomial. Okay, that's it. Let's see if I remember to stop the recording this time.